Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Utopia. This is Sinulab, and let's get started. So there it is, the Ender Quarry. I have got it built, but it was no easy task. Well, it was an easy task. It was just, there was more involved. It got down to these blocks that I needed to make, right? The Ender cores require this magical wood. And in order to make the magical wood, at least one of them, you need, a level 1 enchanted book. But I didn't want to do one at a time, right? That's a lot of books as it was. I was harvesting those reeds by hand. So I actually brought some reeds over here. Got a little trench of water going, had some reeds growing, and they're not there anymore because I've got plenty. I've got this thing full, and another thing I discovered was I can have these barrels facing up. So they're nice and flush with the ground. Ah, very nice. Don't have to have that little trench here anymore to see which is what's in what. But anyway, a little segue there. This thing's full, and I've got a little extra here that I've got yet to use, so probably gonna have to either upgrade this barrel or just get that out of there, or just leave it there until I use it, whatever. But we needed the paper, right, to maximize our enchanting table, so that the books that we enchanted, I could get all level 30, got plenty of experience, although I think it's down to about 16 now. That's not a whole lot, but we'll, I got a little smidge on me I can drop in there, but anyway. So I got just the 4 books, all level 30, and that was enough to make 8 of the magical woods, which was very good. So I now have my Ender Quarry. I think I've got all the pieces I need to do to set it up in the whole world. I've got my contraption up here that I'm thinking might just work. There's a little bit of data I have to put in here that I don't have right now, just because I don't have any blocks. But in theory here, I'm going to have power going to the Tesseract and items coming from the whole world, the quarry. And this has got actually a filter on it. Last thing I did last season, the advanced filter, so I can have 10 of them and ignore metadata, and really narrow it down to just 5 or maybe 6 ores that'll get diverted into here for processing. The rest of it will just go to whatever barrels it can. The barrels on the bottom side are the things I'm mostly using. The ones on these top side is just stuff that I'll collect that I'll get to eventually, like the uranium here and the yellorite. Yellorium, I always get those two mixed up. Where do I get yellorite? I don't know. Anyway, so then anything that comes out of here will go into the barrels, of course. Anything left over will go into here, and I'll figure out what to do with it next. Like these 4 things, right, because we got the charged and the regular. So I guess it's 5 things then. I don't have barrels for, I haven't really set them up yet, just because I have such a little amount of them. Of course, arguably I have a little amount of the uranium too, but anyway, whatever. So in theory that should work. So I just need to set up the quarry side in the whole world and get some materials coming into this base. And I'm also going to have that Tesseract turned on and off with just the same signal. I'll have to invert it, that's being produced by this guy, so that if I am charging the system, the quarry's not running, but if I'm not charging the system, the quarry can go ahead and run. And we'll have that set up so it's all automated. That would be very, very good. So it's actually been like, I think 4 days since the last recording of the episode, so I've expanded the Ender Pearl farm here just because the bushes are gone. I'm on potatoes, which is great because I eat one and it lasts for a really long time compared to the berries. And let's see, 56. Ah, excellent. Don't have to do anything. I just have 56 and you just stand here and you're happy. All right, that's very good. So let's head on over to the... Actually, I wanted to get some fences too because I don't have the upgrade that fills in, replaces dirt with the empty spots that you harvest out of your quarry. So let's put some fences around just to let some people know that, hey, you might fall down. This is not the building I need. This is not the one that has the book that brings me to the spawn. Here we are. The whole world. It's been a while. Last time I came here I was looking for what? Ore nodes? Didn't find any? Very, very sad. Okay, we can hide the waypoint for now. Don't need to go to the village, and we have a way home if we need to. It does look like some people have been here. What is this, harvesting right under a tree? Is that what's going on? Or my map's just all messed up. Anyway, it's nighttime here, or it's... Let me out. It's just funky time. Oh yeah. What happened to that tree? Someone bore it out for sure. Crazy. Alright, let's see here. I guess I don't really have a whole lot discovered, so let's go fly around for a little bit and see if we can find a nice place to call our quarry area. Alrighty folks, I think we've found a nice spot here. So here's where home is. Here's north, so I think that, I would almost think that would be Micronox. He likes to go north, but actually I think this is Micronox. It's much larger. So we've got someone off to the west here, someone off to the east. They're doing something. Nothing down to the south or the southeast over here, so I think we're just going to call this our little starting area, and then we'll head south, just so that we don't interfere with anyone else. And that'll be good. So according to the map, this is north. So very good. Let me set up a few things here and we'll test this out. Oh, hey, look at that. Bees. I should gather up those too. Alrighty, folks. I had to run home and get a redstone torch. I want to see how far these beams go for laying out the size of... Wow, that's a new beam color. Interesting. Anyway, got this built right on the edge of the chunks, so that this chunk will be all the ender stuff, or the quarry stuff, and these chunks will be what's being eaten up, so to speak. And so with these beams, I can then just fly over and find the end, although I guess it could have counted 4 chunks, but anyway, like that. Actually, I think I need... I don't know. Anyway, let's just put that there. Drop one of those there. We can come over to this other corner. And I'm thinking that this zone, or this age, is actually perpetually noon, because I'm looking at my clock and it hasn't changed. And I have not seen one mob. So that's, you know, can't complain about that. Very good. Now I think the quarry will dump directly into an adjacent chest. I don't think I need to have a item conduit there, but we will see. So depending on how, you know, everything will be quickly dumped into the chest is the plan, and then I will pipe things back to the quarry, the tesseract. And then off to the side here, though, I will have the garbage can. Anyways, we'll just put it there. And this will be on the input for, let's see, what side is that? That would be the east side. We want this to be insert and only take the dirt that we don't want to collect, the gravel we don't want to collect, and the cobble. And those are the whitelists. Ignore metadata, don't care, take it all. Take it all. We don't want this to come back to the base because that will quickly fill up our inventories. That's easy stuff to get. In fact, I think I get dirt. I don't think I get gravel from my sludge boiler, but maybe. Well, we get dirt. Not that we have any need for dirt anyway. So everything else will just go back home, which I've already set up for my frequencies in Quarry to receive energy and to send items. And this one ignores redstone because we'll be turning it on and off from the other side. So in theory, because the other side is not actually, yeah, the other side's not sending because that's just off right now. So we'll have to turn that on in order to test the receiving end of the quarry. Oh, actually, I need to change this too, huh? That's not going to work being extract. Make that insert. Yeah, we can't extract on 2 different colors, and that is extract by default on the west side. Yes. Ah, there we go. Always active. There we go. Excellent. So we should just be able to... Maybe I have to start that first? Yes, that does the perimeter, and then throw that down, right? Or do you not even need these blue markers for the ender quarry? No, I would imagine you have to. Unable to detect fence boundary. Oh. Oh, do I have to actually use fences? No. Yes. No, analyzing fence boundary, still having an error. Quarry is only connected to fence boundary on one side. On one side. Well, that is true. Do you need to be on two sides? Huh. All right, let me work this out. Alrighty, folks. So I wasn't crazy. I do need markers, but I don't need these landmark things. I need ender markers, which require a QED in order to actually craft, which I don't have. Or I could encompass the entire area that I want to have my ender quarry examine, and then replace with vanilla fences, right? And then just replace one of the fences with the quarry, which kind of changes things a little bit. Or I could just make a QED, which probably isn't too hard to make. I had to make it last season. I don't know why I did some of this last season. I did all of this last season. I don't know why I keep forgetting. Oh, actually, no, I didn't have to make the Ender Quarry last season. That was a replacement because the other one was kind of mucking with the server. So that's why, perhaps, I don't recall making this last season. All right, but anyway, the Ender marker, or actually I need to make a QED system. That's what I was trying to look up. QED, the ever-changing named unit, is pretty easy to make. That's just got some diamonds, but this is burnt quartz, which I got a lot of, and a lot of obsidian, and okay, I can totally make this. And I just need a couple of charging pylons. I think I did 2 or 3. I did 3 last season. These guys, energy flux crystals, which is just more of these and more of that. I think I've got, see, I've really got to get that blaze spawner up. I've got a lot of eyes of ender I'm going through. But anyway, let me turn that off. There's always something else to do, right? Which is fine. I needed to go back and actually get a sign or something to let everyone know whose this is. And like that. So anyway, folks, I will be back when I've got a QED in place and we've got some ender markers to boot. Alrighty, folks, not too hard to make the QED. I just made 2 of these little crystal dealy bobs for now. That should be fine. Just throw it in the corner here until I decide where ultimately to put it, if, this actually might be the ultimate place. But we have got enough mats here to make 3 of these markers, which I believe is all we need. Yes, that should be going. Excellent. Let that cook up, and yeah, get ready to get this guy fired up. I'm just going to run some redstone cable all the way back to that contraption, hook it up to that, and then set that tesseract to be powered to turn it off, and it'll be good. Seriously, 3 short. That's what I need. Alrighty, folks. So we've got the line hooked up now so that when the battery's charging or the engine's going or we're recharging, this will be on, which will shut this off ultimately. So we're going to switch this to this mode so that it's on right now. It's sending power. Oh no, wait, I needed to enable that. I was debugging or testing, and the power is disabled on the up. So let's make that insert. Very good. All right, so that's going. It's receiving items, and let's go back to the whole world. We should have our ender dealy bobs. Yep, ender markers, 3 of them. Excellent. Let us go. All right, let us see how much better this works with actually using the correct markers. I would imagine that's going to have nothing but positive effects. So we'll be able to start digging. And I've actually found a oil. I marked it on the map. You can see right there it is, oil. It's got a spout, so we should go and collect that. Make sure that we've got lots of oil for our production of energy, since I have a feeling, given, whoops, am I going the right direction? I am not. Given the fact that we are about to start this machine up, we're going to be using a lot more power than we have been. So there we go. Oh, particle effects. I think that's just natural, not the fact that it's all hooked up, but I should be able to right-click the quarry now. Successfully established boundary, and you are, yes, dropping right into here. Very good. Those things are getting pulled out. Looks like everything is getting sent and power is being taken. So let's head back. I need to get a sign anyway. I forgot that. And see if everything's working on the other side. That should, oh wait, I need to put a, no, I don't need to put a chunk loader here. That's why I did it on the border of that. So the ender quarry on this side of the chunk will keep itself loaded, and then whatever chunk it's working on. Oh, does it replace with dirt by default? And you, actually when you upgrade it, it leaves the hole. Oh. Interesting. I may have to mark the boundaries just to let people know that there is nothing but dirt in this section. Because it's gathering stuff, but I don't see any hole within our boundary. Interesting. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Why does it not appear that anything else is moving? Oh, maybe because the other side... I don't know. Let's go to the other side and see what's going on. Alrighty, folks. So I don't know if it was just timing with the fact that there was buffered power in the ender quarry, and that's why it was running, but items weren't being transported here because that tesseract's off because the power is on. This thing's recharging the engines, which is great that that's working, but I'm actually looking at this going, well, maybe it kicked in when it was 25% because I reprogrammed this to be, you know, turn off the engines if we're above 75%, otherwise turn on the engines if we're, you know, below 25%. So it kicked on, which was great, unless we're recharging just that quickly, which looks like maybe we are. So, okay, that explains why, you know, items aren't being taken back from the other side, and another good reason why we have a chest there to at least gather what the quarry will put in there while it's got its power buffered. So, okay, no problem. For testing purposes, we can definitely just change your power to be like that. We should be receiving some items. Oh yes, there we go. Excellent. Excellent. Now these things are probably being sucked in here by default. I would imagine... No, everything's landing there. Oh, because yes, I don't have anything on the this guy. I actually grabbed these so that I could... Shared numbers. So this copper is 794. This is 794 with a :1. If I'm ignoring metadata and all that jazz, I shouldn't even need to put this tin in there. The copper should already grab that in theory. So let's put that one in there because that's a 15. So now at least only that stuff will be allowed in those. So any other ores will drop over here if they haven't already been dropped in there. But then all the other stuff like the redstone and the coal and this will be filtered where it should go in the barrels because it won't be allowed in this chest anymore. Now that that's a whitelist that's got a couple of things on it. And then I can just add to it as I find the blocks over there. Get that working. So good. This is working as planned. And then things get dropped up here and sorted, which you must be doing. Why do you have pulverized? Oh, right, because you accidentally got coal in there. Yeah, these things shouldn't be in here, so let's take them out. And we'll just sort that stuff by hand and let the rest of it do as it should. And let the power... Yeah, that's right. This is... ouch. This is sending power right now, which is not really too good since we're recharging the base. And we can switch that back off, because I think we've actually gathered everything that's over on the whole world anyway. and then we know that this system is actually working. So good, I can put blocks back, make this look all nice, at least better than that, and cover this all back up, and be very good. They're very good. Then we've got items coming in, and we have got enough resources then, right, to get back to building the blaze spawner. Excellent. Alrighty, folks. Well, things are working just nicely. I've got it disabled for now because there are a few things I need to address for sure. The first one is I need to put the last or the junk drawer on a lower priority because these diamonds should have gone to the barrel first before going up here. And I think it just chose here because it's closer, which makes sense. So we'll need to do that, and we actually need to get some power to these guys. I was like going, yeah, okay, they're in here, why? And then it's because the power that I'm sending to the Tesseract's all great, but there's actually no power going to these guys, so I'm going to have to do that. And I may upgrade them too, just to speed them up. But otherwise, it's working well. I've got to address those before I turn this back on because, oh, and there are quite a few things here actually that I didn't think of, right? Excuse me, I've got the Thaumcraft stuff, I've got the bees, I've got flint, I've got, these need to be on the white list now, so that'll be taken care of. And I guess I gotta get something up here to make this into Quicksilver right away, or maybe not right now, but yeah, there are a few more barrels I need to put here for sure because that's a lot of stuff. I remember the bees. I'm going to get a lot of drones. I'm going to actually need to make a filing cabinet for the bees. That'll allow them to stack at least the drones, not the princesses. No, actually, yes, you can stack the princesses. It's just got to be in a different filing cabinet. So, you know, some more items there for sorting, but other than that, working well. Let me get a few things taken care of here, and I will be back. Alrighty, folks, that might be enough of this conduit binder. I need to make quite a few of these facades in order to cover up all the pipes we've got, right? Added a few more barrels. I'm going to do a few more, but we've got all the kinks worked out, so I'm going to just close most of this up and take care of the rest of this jazz off camera, and like that. But this is turning on and off when it should. It's got everything going in here that should be going in there, which is nice. I don't have anything in here that's unexpected, and things are getting processed and put away, which is very, very nice. Look at that. We've already got another uranium up to 21. Excellent. So I'm just going to close this up, and I need a lot of that conduit binder, and that, yep, I'm actually going to have to put a chest here, maybe an auto ejector, because that's going to stop every time. But and this is a 1-to-1, right? Yep. Now it's going to take a long time. So that only makes 8, and I've got many more than 8 to cover up all these lines. But anyway, I'm going to take care of that between this episode and next, and now that we've got an influx of items coming, all very good, we can get back to the spawner, the blaze spawner, and get that set up the way we want to. We should have, let's see, what was I short of that actually prompted all this? It was tin, I think, right? I think that's tin. That is silver. That's tin. So I've got almost 2 stacks. Almost 2 stacks. Well, we'll see what it is at the beginning of next episode and see how many. Sorry, I got distracted by something here in the background. You probably hear that. Little car backing up. But yeah, we'll see how many tin we have at the beginning of next episode. We have already received more lead, which is something I was drastically low on. It should be in the system somewhere here, or I guess it's already been processed. Very good, very good. We were at 8, right? The last time we looked at that, so that's all good. So anyway, folks, we are good on Quarry influx, and like that, we will start working on this again next episode. And actually, I'm thinking something, look at that. I think it just turned on, right? Yep, engines are firing up. Those are starting to do their thing because this got down to 25%. So now it's charging up. So now the Quarry over there should be off. Very good. That is off. But that brings me to the point that I was about to start talking about is that this really isn't a good representation of our overall power, right? We're only checking one battery. We really need to get a system to where we can monitor these 3 batteries or X number of batteries that we have over here. We're not going to count this one. This is to actually start this process, which really ultimately is what we need to get any power to begin with. So we may address this also next episode, get into computer craft. And remember, last season, connecting to these batteries didn't work. Even through the upgrades that we did before we reset last, could never get the computer craft to work with these batteries, which is what I had 2 seasons ago. So we'll see. I believe they have that all fixed now, and we should be good to go that way. So maybe I can get a good computer monitor maybe, and monitoring how much power is going, and maybe the tick per up or tick per down and all that good stuff. Maybe put that on the 2nd floor of this building. A little display that we can see on 2 sides or all sides if we get so crazy. But anyway, folks, I am going to work on finishing that up between this episode next, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.